Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. Today we are checking out 3 Sandy Shores maps that have been just free on the FiveM forums. So thank you so much to everybody who's been supporting the videos recently. I apologize for the lack of them. I'm working on getting more out. And today we're going to do 3 resources rather than just one as a special episode, kind of like what we did with the roadwork episode last week. Let's get straight into this. So the first one's going to be Sandy Shores trees. Pretty much what this does is it adds trees around Sandy that shouldn't have any performance problems. So if you've ever wanted to just add more trees around Sandy Shores, this is the resource for you. The second one we're going to head and looking at is a cemetery, which adds a small cemetery behind the old hotel near the Ace liquor store. So you'll have that over there. And then you also have an additional map for a small rundown trailer park over on the other side of the hotel, kind of off of the boatyard area. You're gonna see. You're gonna see there's a lot of stuff in there. Anyway, let's go ahead and install this. Pretty easy to install. Make sure your FiveM server is closed first of all, and you have your folder open where you find resources. So for me, it is my server data resources folder. It's all in here. To keep things easy and go very quickly in this video, we're going to open up our server.cfg at the same time. So it's open, and we're just going to type in Shure to get ready to say that name of the resource. So we're going to go into resources here. We're ready to download all of them now. So let's go ahead and find the downloads. They should be on each page. You should just click GitHub if one has a GitHub, or just directly download from the page if they don't. You have 2 direct downloads, 1 GitHub version. You're just going to press the big green button and press download zip for the GitHub one. And you're going to open up all of these with WinZip, 7-zip, or WinRAR, depending on what you use. And then just go ahead and close out of those pages when you're done. Very simple, very easy. Now we actually have to get into the install portion of this one. And as a reminder, every single one of these has a different way of installing. So we're just going to go one by one to make sure we know what we're doing. So this first one, the cemetery, you can see in here, you have all the files. So we know we don't have to rename the folder. We don't have to do anything. This one's a simple drag and drop. We're going to right click, rename, just copy the name. You don't have to do anything else, and paste it in where we typed in Shure. We'll get our next line ready. We can now close out a cemetery. Very easy for the first one. The Sandy Trees -main, this I can already tell you is going to be going into a folder. So in here, you can see there is a second zip file. You're going to open up this one and get rid of that other one. You don't need that other one anymore. And then in here, you can see there's actually the stream and FX manifest. Drag that in, copy that name. Do not drag in that first folder with the zip file. It's not going to work because you don't have the actual resources in there. And then once again, you have the van park. If you click into here, you can see it has all of the correct files. We'll drag that in, right click, rename, copy that name, and save it in here. You can see we now have our 3 successfully installed into our server, and we can close out any of the remaining WinZip, 7-zips, whatever you have, and even close out of that server.cfg. So we've successfully installed all 3. Now you're just going to go ahead and start up your FiveM server, take a look at console, make sure you see those 3 started. We see Sandy Trees, Cemetery, and the van park. There we go. We know we're good to go. We can hop in game and actually check it out. All right, we are in game here, and we're going to go ahead and go into F2, switch our speed to max, and get over to Sandy Shores. And while we travel over there, just a reminder to please support the channel by subscribing. It helps us out a lot. Just keep that in mind. If you're interested in subscribing, you can obviously support us that way. And we are here in game, and you can see there is a lot of trees. We're going to take a look at the trees in a minute, but the first thing we're going to look at is this cemetery over here. Got a nice little enter. It's very worn down. So if you ever wanted to have a cemetery in Sandy Shores, you can now have one. So you can see we are in here. There is a lot of just tombstones and everything else. It's just a cool little thing to feature here. The fences are pretty knocked down. You can climb them, all of that good stuff. So it's something to just have around this aspect. And if we go into F2 again, and I can just go ahead and go above, you can see there's a lot of trees just scattered around the place. It looks like less of a desert, more of a green desert. Just spread around, and you know, it looks a little nicer in my opinion. I'm not taking that much of a frame rate drop. I'm still running at 120 FPS with recording. That's pretty impressive. So it's your choice on whether or not you want to test this out on your server, but it doesn't seem to have any performance drops anywhere that would cause a problem for your server. So lots of trees around Sandy. I'll probably throw this in our recording server, see how it goes for the next couple episodes, and go from there. And then over here, you got your trailer park, and it looks like the trees actually fit well with the trailer park. So welcome to Sandy Shores Tourist Park Trailer Park. And in here, you got a bunch of cool like SUVs, what am I talking about? Trailers. You got like a little wood burning fire over here, people sitting over on the table. You got trash bins and cabanas up and all this cool little stuff just scattered around here, people grilling, and then you actually have an interior of a vehicle right here you can walk into, check out. I don't think there's a bedroom or anything. You just kind of got the bit of interior and all of this. And the trees actually fit well because they actually don't interfere with any of the props. I don't think they did that on purpose. I think it just worked out that way with us installing all the resources at once. So I think it's a really cool resource. Hopefully this could possibly come in handy for your FiveM server. You got like a little bathroom there. And if you're interested in it, let me know and subscribe. Go check it out and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to end this video before we reach the mid-roll time. If you want to support us, subscribe, like, comment, donate, whatever you want to do. I'll see you in the next one. Resource ideas down in the comments, please. Bye.